Oh, good. Well, at least I have a chance to heal myself before the battle occurs. Monsters! So, there's a lot of ambushes out here. This is the first one that we've run into, but there's going to be more treasure box ambushes. Particularly in any area that you consider a dungeon or an enemy area. So if we run into like an I don't know, obviously a dungeon, enemy castle, enemy fort, anything like that can have mimic or surprise enemies in it. Also, these guys are fucking strong. Look at this, 68 damage, 31 to the knight. Redunculous. Making everybody invisible. Gonna speed up my warrior so he can attack again. We're gonna use a biz on you. Die already! Gonna heal my guys up so they don't die. Never mind. XP now. You obtained the crown. You obtained the crown. Okay. Have to block though, because we're big dumb losers who don't get automatically teleported back to the previous castle. It said you gotta not only survive the dungeon, but you gotta make your ass back to the start as well. Fuck you. What do you think, you can go spelunking in the cave and when you reach the bottom of the cave you just press the button and they teleport you out of there? No! You gotta walk your ass all the way back. More green slimes. They suck big balls. Fuck green slime. Up, up. We gotta go up, up, up. Go down, down, down. Live in a very, what's the right word, fluid neighborhood? That's probably not the right way to explain it. Seems like I live sort of on a circle with a bunch of other townhouses, and it seems like every couple months, every 2-3 months, someone's moving in or moving out of a house on my street. Obviously more frequently in, say, the summer months, like we'll just say April through October. And not so much in, November through March, we'll just say. Obviously the sunnier months, more people move. Wintry months, nobody moves. Got it. Cool. But, who doesn't move? Aside from myself, I haven't moved yet. Been here a couple years already. Who else doesn't move? A fucking next door neighbor. I have 2 next door neighbors because I'm a townhouse. one to my one side is a good next door neighbor. They don't bother me. They make a little bit of noise. That doesn't bother me. My other neighbor, I never see, but he never takes care of his property either. So it's like, hey, buddy, need you to cut your grass. I need you to fix that gutter you've not fixed in 4 years. Because it's causing the rainwater to hit the side of my house instead of running into your gutters like it should. But what are you gonna do? I mean, I could ask him and say, hey, can you fix that? And he'll be like, it is fixed. I fixed it with some duct tape. I'm like, oh, no, it makes me sad. Making my house leaky. But I previously did fix his downspout gutter so it would not, you know, pour water A onto the side of his house and B line up and hit my house. But you know, I didn't exactly do a super duper great job either fixing it. I kind of just put the thing that was on the ground back where it belonged. But yeah, just saying. Well, I don't really care one way or another about my other neighbor. He seems like a nice enough guy. It's just, you know, it's a matter of like, hey, don't have 5-hour ragers while I'm trying to sleep in the middle of the night, you know, or you know, if you live in an apartment building, you know, sex is done between the hours of say like 8 to 10. And then after that, you're done. Or move into a different room and bang your brains out. I don't care. Oh look, a castle. Let me quickly defeat all these guys. Let's see here. Good. 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 Alright, let's use an item here. Use this cottage we just picked up. Now we'll save. Welcome to the Western Keep, full of bats. Here's the king. Wah! You fool fell right in my trap. I am Astos, king of the Dark Elves. Oh no, it's a dark elf guy. I'm gonna have to murder him now. Combined powers of the crown, and you now hold in the crystal I already possess. I will become the true king of the elves. Useless to resist me. I can take what is mine by sheer force. Ew, yucky. It's a yucky elf. Ew, yuck. Let's see here. Come on, Joey, you can do it. Come on, Greg, we're gonna tear this up. Big protect. I don't want my Greg to die. Also, I want Mike Steven to be stronger. Sure. Now we're gonna use a. I don't really got a lot of choices, do I? This a lot more, actually. Do it. Do it. Big haste. There's 107. He'll be dead here soon. Ta-da! That was easy. Yay! Yeah, I didn't get his drop. That's okay. You retain the crystal eye. Yeah. Alright, we got places to be now. Does not involve this bat either. Now we're gonna go back the way we came. Fight the wolves again. Fight the whatevers again. Back to the elf village. Talk to the elf king. Be all like, hey elf king. I saved you from the evil dark elf king. He's like, what dark elf king? You mean my brother? Who I love? Who I invite to Christmas dinner every year? Certainly you didn't murder him, did you? Oh. You know, he's been having a little bit of trouble lately, but we think he's really making a turnaround for the best. I mean, he was dealing with a lot of mental health issues, and he had a little bit of egomania and desire for power, but we think he's put all that stuff behind him, and we expect him to to be integrated back into normal society probably in about a month or two from now. As long as we can keep that corrupted crown away from him, we'll be good, I think. Oh. Yeah, yeah, you do that. Back to Elfham. We're going to heal, even though I'm more or less healed already. Safe than sorry. Yeah. The Elven Castle. I have not been in yet. I can go talk to that guy. Hi, sir. Heard rumors that a witch can brew any person you might imagine. Yeah, we're gonna go visit her eventually. Dwarves live in a cave. Friendly bunch. That's fine. Oh no, they placed the curse on the prince. Must find the prince. Prince is asleep under Astaroth's curse for 5 years now. Must be some concoction rousing from his sleep, but what? He's asleep. Alright, I guess I gotta go get the potion off the witch then. Go do that. We'll be back. Run, son. Run! No, don't do that. These guys are too easy. Doing better now on damage. Show them. Do. Punch the eyeball in his face. Feel like, ooh, that has to hurt. We're back. This is the wrong dock, unfortunately. Pretty sure this dock drops me off around the Dark Castle. Dark Shrine, whatever it's called. And I need to be closer up in the mountains where the witch lives. Yeah, you want to be to the east, northeast of the Chaos Shrine. We will take the long way around. Yeah. Da 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 da. Remember, Greg, great power comes great ability to use that power against your enemies when there's like 8 to 9 of them. Now, since we got a little bit of time, let's talk about the classes in this game. There are 6 classes in this game. Currently not using Red Mage. I'm currently not using Monk. I'm not a fan of the Red Mage. Red Mage just does a little bit of everything. It does nothing great. So it's kind of like having Black Mage Healer with the ability to do offensive stuff, but towards the end of the game he gets limited as to what type of weapons he can run. So while he's probably a very viable character to use from start to finish, I don't like him because he can't do the higher level magics. He can't use the higher level swords. He can't use the higher level armor. I mean, he seems to, like I said, he's really good at the beginning of the game. But he's like a beginner's trap where he's so good at the beginning of the game, and slowly but surely, while the rest of your party progresses to become, monsters, he more or less stays the same or gets slightly stronger, so that by the time you get to the end of the game, you feel like you're walking around with a weakling. Which I know a lot of people play Red Mage, they love it, they can't get enough of it, it's great, they're perfect class, blah blah blah, but for me it was like a big nothing. So we're gonna take the long walking journey to the cave where the witch lived, and when we get there we'll trade the eyeball for something, and the eyeball to the elf, and he'll give me something else, kind of like a fetch quest, but a little shorter than a typical fetch quest is. Or at least the ones that I'm used to in the RPGs are like, you found a mushroom. You trade the mushroom to, get a, I don't know, stick. Use the stick to get honeycomb. The honeycomb moves the bear, and the bear gives you a piece of his poo, and then you give the poo to the farmer who buries it, and it turns into fertilizer, so he gives you some of his corn. The corn you trade to the crow, who drops a little pendant that allows you to get into, like, the final dungeon. Forward, front, forward, backward, any way you see such a strange spell to wish, twish, a wink, dar, rack, wish, wish, woo. Thump, ouch. Oh, my eye, my eye. Thump, ouch. I can't see a blessed thing without my crystal eye. Who would have stolen it from me? Oh, is that my crystal eye? Give it here. Don't worry, I have something to give you in exchange. Take this potion, the most amazing potion in the entire collection. It's a Jolt tonic. Yay! I can see again. I can see again. I don't need you anymore. Be on your way. Oh, you're not as attractive as I thought you'd be. Rude. Stealing all your treasures. Fuck you. What a rude lady. She got her eye, she don't need me no more. This worm is now becoming the butt worm, where I am able to pull it out of the ground and kill it in one hit. Unicorns. Hey, Unihorse. What's your favorite food, Unihorse? Children. My. So when you have 9 enemies on the board, the max number of enemies that can spawn, you want to generally use magic, targets everything, to clean them out. Because otherwise you're looking at very best 3 full rounds, or 2 full rounds plus another hit. This Jolt tonic may just be just what we need to break the curse and wake the prince. Tried it once. Your Highness, Your Highness. I was having a terrible nightmare. Am I still dreaming? You're the legendary warriors. Something tells me I'm not dreaming. I shall heed the legend as I was told to me by my forefathers. It is time for me to pass on the mystic key to its rightful owner in its last come. Gain the mystic key. Bump. Thank you, Prince has woken up. Everyone die in gratitude. Brought peace to Elfham. Awake and strong again. Thanks to you. Thank you, Warriors of Light. Cool. Alright, now I gotta loot everything. Move, 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 move. Dang it, let me out of here. I'm gonna loot you. Damn it. Go! Throw a hammer, yay! Let me just quickly check something. Yep, should be it for there. Where do I have to go now? Any places I have to loot. Okay, I'm gonna put this on pause and then we'll come back and I will intersperse some pickups. Basically, we're gonna go back to every area we've already been in. The first castle, as well as the dungeon, Chaos Castle, and unlock all those doors I couldn't go to. So when you see me next, we'll be cutting those in. So hold on, see you in a minute.